All right. So I'm not late, but I was trying to fill out the title because I didn't know what to watch. There's really nothing to watch if I'm being real. We got CGRN. This one's hitting the scans. It's our leading gapper. And then we also have SEV, but this one's selling off at this point. I do want to wait for it. It was doing pretty good pre-market back here. Like, it wasn't doing too bad, but then it sold off massively. So now we're just waiting for it to curl back up to its highs, pre-market highs of 830, to retest that level. If anything, what I really want to go for is a daily high break, especially over this level, 875. If we can get that break of 875, I think that'll look really good. Even though it already broke that level yesterday after hours and sold off. So now we're just kind of selling off. But I'm going to wait for it anyways. So we'll keep it on watch. And then CYN, this is another one that's been on watch. It's just too low of a price range for me. I don't really like trading below 3, especially below 4. Even sometimes at 4, I don't really like trading, but this one, if it's moving, it's moving. So we'll look into this. I already missed the majority of the move here, so I'm not really too surprised, but I'm not super. I'm not feeling FOMO about this one like at all. Let's go to CGRN. This one's not really getting any action. RDBX, another one. ALVR from yesterday. It's not doing too good. CGRN. SEV. So SEV is just selling off. Let's go check Facebook actually because, oh man, I feel so frustrated with this one. I had some really good setups on Facebook that I didn't take, and I'm really upset about it because I should have taken it. I should have taken my entries 2 different times, and they were both massive rips. Like they were both really good moves, and I didn't take them because I was too busy focused on. Well, yesterday I had things to do in the morning, so I couldn't take my entry, and then the day before yesterday, I also couldn't take my entry because I was too focused on the other stocks, so I wasn't even paying attention. I'm gonna wait for Facebook to shake out here. I want to get puts on it right now. I don't know if it's a good move after its huge sell off yesterday. It sold off really bad, so I don't know if it's a good move to buy here. Ugh, I hate these charts. So I don't know if it's really a good move to buy puts here. I would want to buy them for the break of 200 though, and then we basically have room for a double bottom all the way at 1080 or no $180. So I don't know. I don't think it's gonna go to $180 today. It might, but I don't. For some reason, I don't believe so. Um, the 5 minute MACD needs to cross, which it's doing right now, but it's kind of. I don't know. I don't feel like I should trust it in this little range here unless it really sells. I was gonna buy puts up here at 202.80, but I want to see if it's gonna hold this little range or not. Only reason I haven't bought it yet is because the 10-minute MACD was coming up and it was holding pretty well up here. So I should possibly buy it here. I'm just not entirely convinced. It's pulling back a lot. I don't want to just get in here at 201 and then it actually just surges again back to 202 to 202.80. Because the 5 minute does have a little room to pop back up here. So far in the small cap stocks, nothing's going on. Nothing's in the scan, so I'm just leaving those there for now. SEV's hitting the scans. We'll wait on Facebook, but SEV is hitting the scans. I do want to see this one back above its VWAP for the break of 8. This is like a former resistance level here. So we'll see if we can see this one over 8. So far, there's no clear pattern. It is pulling back here, so I might have to wait for some more consolidation before we go for the break of $8. Because it did hit VWAP, which is also a resistance level. It has to prove that it can hold above this level here as well. There's a lot of green going in right there, so there's a nice break. Double top, actually. So low is 77. There's 88. Hasn't broken out yet. So false break, double top there, and now it's breaking back down. Could buy the dip here, but definitely not gonna buy it after something like that. So rejection all the way back down to 50. We're gonna have to wait for this one to set up again. CGRN, let's go check on this one. So CGRN, big pop there, 80 all the way to 4. 5 minute does not look too bad on this one. It's pretty choppy though, I'd say. I don't know if it would be a smart idea to trade this one right now. Did make that huge move, but the way that the price action is right now, spreads are kind of big. I don't think it's worth trading. If it can clear up that choppiness, then okay, maybe. So I missed my entry on Facebook here, unfortunately. In just 1 minute. I was trying to get it for the pop back above 202 once it broke trend here. That's when I was gonna get in. We still got that 5 minute. I could possibly wait for the next 5 minute pop above 201 again. Actually, I don't know, because the 10 minute MACD is curling up here. Not really sure if I should get in. Let's check the hourly to really confirm what this thing wants to do. Plus the RSI is really low in the 30s. The hourly is still finishing low. I would just hate for a huge reversal to happen here. So we have one pullback on the 1 minute, another pullback so far. Hasn't broken its low here at open. So now I'm kind of concerned about that. Let's check the 30 minute as well. 15 minute. They're all finishing really low, but it's low volume here on these pushes. Decreasing volume. So there's a pop again back to 202. There's the next 5 minute that just opened. It can definitely break this high. So still gonna keep waiting it out. So CGRN just broke 4 finally, but all the way back down to 90. Big bid right there at 90. Not a huge fan of it, just because the price action is so choppy. Back below 4, so I don't know. Let's check out CYN. This one's forming like a bigger setup, it looks like. So SEV's kind of setting up here as well. All 3 red candles in the 5 minute. So still waiting for the daily to set up so we can properly break these daily highs here, potentially reach its 200, 1040. This one is taking a little longer, so no aggressive trades yet, no trades at all really. But I am waiting for this one to make a move. This one specifically. So Facebook popping back up here again. So good thing I didn't take a short position on it. It still didn't break this low. It wasn't showing all that strength downwards. So I'm still waiting it out. It's just sideways at the moment. And I'm not so surprised just because of that massive push yesterday towards 200. Once it broke 200, I think it went to 199 for a split second, and then it popped all the way back up. But oh man, that was the perfect trade to take yesterday, and I didn't take it. I'm pretty upset about it. It was a massive push down, 214 to 200. Like Jesus. And now it's just sideways. I don't want to short it. I don't want to get puts on it. I don't want to get puts on it just yet because of its massive push yesterday. I feel like it would really need to show some weakness to, I think it will break its 200. I think it's possible, but right now it's just sideways. I'm not too surprised. So if it pops up today and we need to set up next week or something, that's perfectly fine with me. I'd rather wait it out. Hopefully I won't miss it. Okay, SEV popping back up here. So we have a triple top so far. So 89 is the high, triple top here. Try to get long at 85, but wasn't filled there. Kind of difficult. I mean, you get the pop to 95 there for a second, and then it's a rejection all the way down to the 70. So this would be a losing trade for me for sure. I wouldn't have sold there. I would have held for the $8 break. The good thing though is that it is holding this support line here, 75, so far. But I do want to see this one finish pretty high. We could get in for the next 5 or actually next 10-minute setup. 10-minute high here is 94. Let me open up my Twitch chat. Actually, I haven't even opened that up. Okay, cool. Alright, so I'm going to wait for this next 1-minute open. I'm not going to get aggressive here just yet. I'm going to wait for this next 1-minute open so that way we can go ahead and see a push and a breakthrough 8. Once we see that breakthrough 8, I want to see this thing hold. I'm probably going to sell immediately just because of these rejections here that we've had. But I really want to see this thing break above 8 and hold. So far, it's not looking so hot though. It's breaking lower again. So, probably won't get in on this next 1 minute after this. Probably gets low, but it's not even trying to pop back up here. It's stuck at 69, 62, so rejection again. So another false break. This one's just not doing it right now. Gonna have to keep waiting for it, I guess. Don't really have a choice. 5 minutes is really not looking good here. It would have to be the break of this 5 minute and a pop back up. Like another attempt. But if we break this 5 minute, I mean, it's breaking trend already. It's not looking the best. This one really need to show some strength, like a crazy amount of strength at this point, because it's looking so weak under view up here. There's nothing convincing here so far. Let's go back to Facebook. So Facebook again, just sideways. I think right now is actually not a bad time for an entry. Actually, no, I'm still gonna wait on that 10-minute MACD. I still don't trust it. Jesus, look at that rejection on CGRN. Now this one's just done. I'm definitely not gonna be trading this one. It's probably a no trade day today if I'm being real. I'm perfectly fine with that. Which just based on how everything else is trading, look at that. Everything's under view up, just selling off. It's not fun. SPFM, just no action here either. SEV, let's go back to this one. This is the only one that has potential. We'll see closer to 10 if there is anything better, but oh, you know what I haven't been looking at was CYN. Oh wow, I completely missed CYN. That's because I had it set up here and everything. Ugh, I just remembered about this one. That sucks. So I missed a big move on CYN here, unfortunately. So if I did get in, it could have been here at 210, and then it went all the way up close to 240. So about a 20-cent move, let's just say 20, 30-cent move. I don't really care to get in this one though. It's not like a big deal. I wanted to get in here. That would have been cool. But I missed my opportunity. I completely forgot about this stock. So let's see, it's gonna hit 340 here. Small micro pullback. See if we get the break of 40 though. Massive seller at 40. No, it seems like it's pulling back a little too much now. It's 31. Back to 37 though. It's kind of tough. It's kind of tough to really say if this one's going to keep going just because it already broke its 5-minute high. I think it can, but it had to be a 10-minute setup at this point. We're already 3 candles in. It's just sideways. I'd wait for the 10-minute setup, break that high, and then potentially 250 is what I'd be going for. The break at 250, 260. So let's see if this one sideways consolidates. If this sideways consolidates, it can break the last 1-minute low, but as long as it pops back up to where it's at now, like 235, then I think it looks good for a 240 push. So there's a break of the 1-minute low. Let's see if it actually holds up, pops back up to 235. So we have a 2-candle pullback up here. The only problem is that it's slowed down so much. You have a huge seller at 35, 37, and 40. Jesus. They really need a break, and it's already so thickly traded. I'm just not even really interested in it. Let's see what it wants to do on this next one. But let's go to SEV before we miss a move here. So okay, SEV is practically double bottom there. See if it can pop back up. I don't have a lot of faith in this 5-minute or no, this 10-minute setup, but we'll see. So it's popping back up here to VWAP. If it makes a massive rip here, that's going to be insane. I'd be surprised. Let's go back to CYN just to make sure. So there's a break, 35, 36. It actually broke its 1-minute low. It's 37, 38, 39, 40. We get that 40 break. Ugh, so close to breaking 40 and not quite. Let's get this push here. There's 41. There you go. All that for a 1-cent break all the way back down to 230 though. Is it worth it? Probably not. I mean, there was 10 cents in that small range, I guess, but I like on these stocks that have to take such massive size, and then look at that, all the way back to all the way back to the teens. It's 213 now. That's just nasty. I'm not too surprised at this false break though, if I'm being honest. Like I didn't expect it to have massive range up here. I mean, it doesn't even have range in general, really. But after it rejected once here, popped up, and then pulled back, I didn't expect this to really do anything, especially with all those sellers stacked there at 35, 37, 40. Like, by the time they're going to break, it's just going to be a while. So, like, with us here, we have 212, we have 210. Massive buyers there. Even right here, 216. It's going to be a tough one to break. But they're doing it so far, kind of breaking down in a way. You've seen it getting bought up here. But as soon as it's seen those sellers, it's like, it's gonna be a tough one. Not really interested. So let's go back to SEV. Let's double check on this one. So again, it still hasn't broken its low today. Surprisingly, it didn't even double bottom. It's actually just, it's not making lower lows. It's kind of just holding these areas. It's making higher highs, not lower lows. So it's kind of in this small little bubble here, this sideways range. But I still don't have like a proper setup on this one. 10 minutes still looking okay. The 10 minute is looking okay. It's popping back up to VWAP here. We're getting closer to 10, so I'm already kind of done. I'm gonna wrap it up here. Nothing else is really moving. Let's check on Facebook actually. So Facebook breaking lower finally. There's a double bottom basically on its 1 minute. And I do like the 10 minute. I could take an entry on the next pop above VWAP here. I'll say that this next pop is just gonna hit this trend line, most likely somewhere in this range. Above VWAP real quick, and then it should be done. 1 minute is crawling, so we can potentially see that break of trend as well. I don't know, but for that 5 minute to really whip around and break VWAP here, it's not looking too convincing. So here's another snapback down, 250. So we are getting confirmation that 10 minute low is going to break right here. There's the break of that 10 minute low. So now this is confirmed to the downside. What's the low on this one? 198.92 is a low here. So if anything, I'll be going for that low break. And really, I have free room all the way up to, I don't even know. You have all this room up to about 180. There's the breaks. Doesn't broken its 1 minute low yet. I mean, it's daily low. So should I take a position on this one? Because I don't really know what to do after that. Once it breaks that low, I mean, we kind of have all that room, but the potential for it to just kind of sideways consolidate or just kind of float around here on the daily, I think it's pretty high because it's not showing as strong of a push as it did yesterday. So for it to just float around, maybe break that low and then pop all the way back up, 203, 204, I think it's possible. But I don't know how safe I feel shorting it here. Or buying puts, I mean. Let's go back to SEV. In the meantime, we'll wait for that one to pull back up. So another false break once more, but still no new low. We have so many wicks up here, and that's why I'm considering like not taking this trade at all, just because it's had so much resistance. But I think if we do get that push, either on a I guess on a longer time frame, if we really do get that push here on a 5 minute or 10 minute, I think it has the potential to really break through and smash that daily high. Because it's built up this entire time, and it still hasn't broken lower. This one's halted. Not really sure why this one's halted. Very light on volume. So here Facebook's pulling back. It could get in on an entry here. 200. That's something I really want to do though. I feel like I should just wait it out today. I don't feel like I should actually take a trade on Facebook today. I've missed this entire ride here. I was supposed to get in all the way back here at 202.80. Wow, what a push that would have been. I would have just taken my entry there. So could have got in here at 232, and we're breaking down again. It's 199.80. We're still breaking lower, so this would have been a perfect entry here. But I don't know. I don't have any true setup today on the daily that I was going for, so like I said, I don't want to get in for a short and then it ends up breaking this low and then pops all the way back up to the top here. I'm not feeling that. MRSN is hitting the scans as well. IMAB, SEV. SEV is finally breaking lower. This is an official double bottom though. Oh, well, my program shut down. So, no trades. I guess I'm just gonna wrap it up there then because my whole program just shut down. Might as well just wrap it up, I guess. No trades today. We'll leave it at that. And I guess I'll be back tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to trade Facebook. I think I'm just going to leave this one alone. I might take another trade later in the afternoon, but I won't be streaming it, most likely. If anything, it'll be a test stream just to make sure that it's working on my laptop. And I am planning to take a month trip abroad. So I'll be trading abroad if my microphone changes or if anything, you know, quality content wise, if any of that changes, it's because I'll be abroad. So I don't even know if I'll have internet out there where I'm at. And I definitely won't get to trade every single day, but I'm definitely gonna try. So if anything, I'll keep you guys updated. What is it called? But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I will see you guys tomorrow.